Welcome to Nerds Talking the Podcast. I'm here with Carlos, Laura, Marie, and I'm Lafayette. Another Friday. Welcome to the show. Wow, good times. Good time. Anything interesting happened this weekend? Anything? No? Anything?
Yeah,
No? Oh yeah? What happened?
yeah. I saw a horror movie.
Oh yeah, he did say a horror movie. That's right. He
Yeah,
did say a horror
it's called
movie.
Long Legs.
Long legs.
And
Oh, Laura so
Yeah.
wants to know
Let me
about
tell you
this.
why it's called a horror movie.
Oh, yeah, it's horror. It is
Because I was
scary.
horrified that I had to spend money on this piece of shit
you
movie.
were so looking forward to it. What a
Only because
bummer.
He's
Lafayette
such
hyped
a
it up
loser,
and you guys
right?
were like,
He's
oh,
such a
Rotten
loser.
Tomato, 87, it was 88% by the time when we went, by the time we talked about it, it was 100.
That's right.
What a shit movie. Oh boy. Let me
What
tell
made
you.
it what made it shitty?
Everything. It was stupid. The characters were stupid. The movie was trying so hard to be a Silence of the Lambs type movie, and then it had some sort of supernatural thing going on. And then the genius FBI person couldn't figure out what was happening in time enough to stop the last crime. It was so dumb. It was so stupid.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, apologize, Laura. Apologize
I feel
to
And
bad for him. He
America.
was excited. He paid money. He
He's
took
such an
time.
idiot.
yeah, I
I
wanted
try
to
to
see
warn him. He's
Fly
such
Me
an
to the
idiot.
Moon, but someone wanted to see Long Legs, and we went to
Stupid.
Long Legs,
Stupid.
and
Fly Me to the Moon. Stupid movie
What
too.
did you think, Lafayette? Did you watch it?
It was very slow. It's very, very
So
slow.
same.
I wasn't disappointed as much, but I was like zero horror fact, zero anything factor, no suspense and nothing.
Mm.
Because it's so slow. So there's the suspense that you maybe some when people go, oh man, this movie's dreadful. No, it's too
Oh, damn
slow
it.
to be dreadful. It's just a slow. It's I told Carlos, remember Deb from Napoleon Dynamite?
Napoleon.
Okay. Now imagine
Mhm.
she's the lead detective. That's how awkward the detective is. Okay. So you got Deb as a detective, and then you have a ton of shots where it's just that one person. That's it in every shot to try to build up like there's some type of
Mm.
suspense, but
Has
there's nothing.
artsy long shots for no reason.
More
God,
or
I hate
less,
that
yeah.
shit.
And then nothing happens.
Yeah.
And then that's how it is for like 80% of the movie. And that's how they think suspense works. Like, no. Suspense works like if I'm in a room by myself and I hear a noise and all of a sudden a dildo flies across the room. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, wait, oh, that's where I put it. And then my mom's like, put your shit away. That's suspenseful. So
Got it. Got it. Well,
thank
did
you.
you at least get some popcorn while you were there?
We
So
did not
it
because we
wasn't
ate a
all
lot. We ate a lot beforehand. We ate a lot
We
totally,
went to a
totally.
Wait,
really
you guys
good
saw it? You
Mexican
guys saw it
restaurant.
together and didn't invite me?
Yeah, we
We were
no, we
in
didn't invite
a
you. We
different
weren't close. We
city.
weren't even close to you.
No.
Yeah.
I could have came.
We were
No,
doing
you
a
You didn't
don't.
comic
even
book
bother to
convention
ask
out
me.
of town.
You were gonna
I wanted
drive like an hour and a half to watch a movie?
with you, of
Of course. Well, I
course.
know that. You're my number one fan.
Aw.
I know. I know.
I'm on the show and I'm your number one fan.
Number one
How
fan.
ironic.
Stalker. But yeah, the movie's not. It's like Nick Cage. People say, "Oh my God, he's so good because he's terrifying." No, no, he's not.
He's
He's not.
terrifying because the makeup was so bad. It was shit makeup.
He looks yeah,
It
looks
was
like he
so
went
stupid. It was like
he
he was
went
wearing
somewhere
a
and
Timu Joker mask, like a Heath
no,
Ledger Timu Joker
it's
mask.
like he went to somebody like before Halloween. I want to be Joker tomorrow. You got it, buddy. Remember, I'm blind. That's fine. It's fine. Do your best. like,
And they
like,
did it last October. He kept it on this whole time.
yeah, it's like,
That's how
yeah,
bad it
that's how it
looked.
looks. It looks like it's like his kind of looks like his face is melting at some point. Like, yeah, yeah. The premise is just, yeah, no.
Did anybody else? Okay, when I say anybody else, I guess I mean Marie, because I don't think anybody else would feel this way. Did anybody else think that Nick Cage was hot when they were a kid?
No.
No, just a me thing. Okay, just
Oh,
curious.
there
Blair
we go.
Underwood was really good in it,
Oh yeah,
though.
Blair Underwood was excellent in the movie. Matter of fact, the acting
Yeah.
is good in it. Movie sucks. That's it. A good acting can't save a bad movie. It's just what it is. Like
Truth.
I
Oh.
mean, there isn't really any bad. I mean, Nick Cage isn't acting bad. He just has bad makeup. It's just not a good movie. And comparing it to Silence of the Lambs is utterly ridiculous.
I feel like they probably shot themselves in the foot with that because that's a
but that's a
big
marketing ploy, right?
comparison. Yeah.
That's a, so
Mm.
What just happened?
Oh, there you guys go. So would you, I should say, Marie, what do you think the movie's about? Long legs.
Um, well, there's a serial murderer, and he's not just a murderer, he eats people's shit. And they're trying to catch him, and Nick Cage is this shit eater, but then there's like a Clarice type, and she wants to know why the other murderer is eating and drinking piss or something. I don't know. Sounds like the movie is shit, right? So they're all eating shit.
That would have been a better movie. That would have been a
That's,
much,
yeah, that's quite interesting.
much better movie.
I was trying to think of something that was more disgusting than cannibalism, and I think eating poop would probably be that.
Well, here's the thing.
Mm.
You're taking Silence of the Lambs and thinking, okay, well, it has to be something like nobody gets eaten in this movie. There's nobody eating anybody. There's no cannibalism. There's
Damn it.
Satanism. Okay. There's Satanism, but there's no cannibalism. There's dolls. So there's
Poop
that. Do
eating?
dolls scare you? No poop eating. No poop eating. There's a supernatural element to the movie.
There's no supernatural elements in Silence of the Lambs, so it's way off.
Are you
Yeah.
understanding now? Those two movies are not alike whatsoever. So
No,
And
just
there's, like,
the
a
idea
Joker
is
mask, that
FBI
doesn't even
trying
make
to
sense.
find the serial killer.
yeah, and not even the FBI trying to find a serial killer. Hey, this is your task. Nobody's gonna help you. That's literally it.
No, that's
No one's
true.
gonna help you.
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Yeah, you figure it out by yourself. And then when you get any clues, we're gonna act like, okay, we're gonna get you some backup. And then you got this. You got this.
Okay,
You
I'm
just-
reading the synopsis.
Mhm.
It says the woman swiftly connects similarities between the victims. Each had at least one 9-year-old daughter born on the 14th of the month. I think that any detective would notice that pretty fucking fast. If
She
you're
does.
looking-
No, she does.
but
does.
that's what I'm saying. Why is she so special?
Because the supernatural element that you don't know about.
Oh
Mhm.
my lord, that's so cheesy.
Yeah.
So
No me
that's
gusta.
why. That's why. I think it takes place in Oregon. Yeah, it does. It takes place in a lot of spooky
That
things.
makes
Place
sense.
in the early 90s because Clinton
It
was
is.
president.
It is in the 90s. Yeah, it's the 90s.
So they really tried to make it as much as like Silence of the Lambs, except for
The whole thing.
supernatural.
No, the whole thing. There's nothing like
sense.
Silence of the Lambs. There's nothing like
Makes
Silence.
any sense.
So,
It's
yeah,
basically like
marketing.
it's like if somebody said, "Here, Silence of the Lamb, your budget is $100 million, and go make this other movie for $5 million. Do your best, but
So
try to keep up."
So basically, the similarity to Silence of the Lambs is that there is a female FBI agent, and that is where the
Yes.
similarity is. Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
We
Yep.
gotta dig deep because women don't do anything
Women are stupid. That's correct.
except
That's what
for
that's-
be
yep, mhm.
sexy
Yep. mhm.
or be lesbians. We don't know.
Oh, that's
look at how
it?
much
Wait a
shit-
second.
Look at how
Hey,
much
that
shit
sounds
they
great.
took.
That sounds nice.
How about a
Look at how much
sexy
shit
lesbian?
they took this week. As,
We don't have those. We
Secret
only have
Service
butch
agents.
lesbians. We've been over through. Oh God, are we going to talk about that?
First of all, it was the
Oh.
female Secret Service agent's fault. That whole thing. It was her fault. That's how they're
What
putting
happened?
it.
I
I
thought it was
mean, they
actually.
Wait,
are.
time out,
They're
time
making.
out.
What?
Time out. What happened? Where were you this? What? Did you not hear about the attempted assassination attempt on Donald Trump? No, Marie's like, nope. No,
He's
no, nothing
Googling
about
it
it.
right now. What happened this weekend?
What happened this week in Secret Service female?
Corpophilia. I'm still stuck on the poop shit.
Oh.
But it's not real. You made it up.
What did you
Corpophilia?
call it?
Corpophilia.
Corpophagia.
Anyway,
Huh?
yeah, no. So no, they can't be Secret Service.
Corpophagia.
They can only be sexy lesbians, apparently. So
No, they're.
What are we talking about?
women, just women in general. They can't. They shouldn't
I
have
was
jobs.
just. I
Or-
was
or people
trying
will
to
die.
make the point that in
Sexy lesbians.
Hollywood, you can only be a sexy woman who wants to get boned all the
Hell yeah.
time.
I gotta see that
Ala
movie
the
so
sexy
far.
lady in what was it? What was the
Top
Henry
Gun Maverick?
Cavill? Henry Cavill, Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Oh, ungentleman
So,
woman. Yes.
so that's
alignment
like
of
the
people that-
prototype
yeah.
for like woman A.
Hell yeah,
And
it is.
then
Wait a second. She's the
woman-
prototype. Woo.
Woman
Okay.
B is the awkward, smart, kind of
Oh
butch
yes. Yes.
woman.
No,
who is a
she's
lesbian.
chapstick. She's chapped. Oh no, I'm kidding.
Like you can only be one or the other. That was the point I was trying to make. And then Lafayette very smartly
Well, this one.
did with his FBI or Secret Service
Mhm.
agent.
Yeah.
the-
Well, the thing is,
the one in Long Legs, she
Yep.
was awkward, smart.
Definitely a lesbian then.
Well,
we get nothing out of that. To be honest, I
not
couldn't
that,
tell.
but she's definitely introverted. and doesn't do well with men just by the way she looks. Like she
Lesbian.
doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, in Hollywood, that's what it
Well,
is.
but she doesn't come off as lesbian. She just
No,
comes
she
off at
doesn't.
you kind of get her
Just-
background like
What
she
did
was
Clarice
sheltered.
come off as?
Oh, total
Lesbian.
dyke.
Badass bitch is what she
Lesbian.
came off at.
It
No,
doesn't
couldn't-
matter. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter what her sexuality was. She was just awesome.
I'll
and
tell you the
smart
biggest difference
but
and-
also
between-
she had a thing with the Crawford, her older boss.
But I'll tell you the difference
They had a
between
thing.
Clarice and I think it's May, right? Is it May Harkin? I think that's her name.
Lee
Lee Harkin.
Lee Harker.
Lee Harker and Clarice. The difference is Clarice needs the help of a crazy serial killer. Lee needs no help. She solves this
She has
shit.
psychic
Because
abilities.
She's a little bit
eats
psychic.
poop and it gives her psychic abilities.
You making a movie up that no one watched.
I like it.
But
We're improving.
long poops. That's anyway. So yeah. So anyway, past Saturday, somebody tried to kill Donald Trump. Marie, if you didn't know that, no.
I think I did.
Oh, you
You
think
try to
did?
do it, or you heard about it?
Oh my god.
No comment.
I have been
enough.
following it like a mad person.
Oh,
like,
we got a sleuth on our hands.
No,
Go
I'm
ahead,
not a sleuth. I just want to know all the things because I know how much bullshit is going to spiral out of control. super
Right. That's
fast.
why I just I'm not interested in it because I don't want to hear all the crazy stories that
I
are
don't
going to
want
get
the crazy shit.
spinned
I just
and-
want
oh my
the
god.
verifiable facts. So
You're not going
I
to get it.
can-
You're not going to get it.
I feel like I've got what's as close. Well, I mean, that's the thing. Are you a conspiracy minded person or are you kind of more of a
Fact person. You mean?
fact person? And I'm
Yeah.
a fact person. And so I'm
You say
looking
fact.
for
You
what's
said fact, right?
I'm a fat person who likes facts.
Oh,
with
wow.
that C.
Sounds like Eminem's album now.
But yeah, so I've just been madly digging into all this just so I can arm myself against the craziness that is inevitably going to come my way from my family members. So
Oh, that's true. You have some nut jobs in there
yeah.
that are probably going to say they wanted this done, and when you ask who they is, it's a deep state. It's always a deep state. The
global
deepest of
elite,
states.
deep state, one world
That's right.
government.
That's
don't know.
right.
I don't know who these people are.
They're they. Come on.
Probably the Jews. I don't
Hey,
know.
whoa. Maybe.
It's what
maybe.
conspiracies theories usually boil down to.
Oh, it always
and
comes
what
back
do
to
they
the
call it?
Jews.
What are the Jews called? They call it the world
One
Uh-huh.
world or old new
New
world
world
order.
order.
something like that. Yeah, it's
Yep.
code. It's
Yep.
a dog whistle.
They're all. It's not a dog whistle. It's literally like if you look into it, it's there. It's not.
Well,
Carlos-
it used to be a dog whistle. Now it's just so obvious that
Carlos,
we all know.
who is the NWO?
Oh, Hulk Hogan.
Uh-huh.
Is that what we're talking about?
Yep, Kevin Nash.
Yeah, Kevin
and Razor
Nash,
Ramon.
Razor Ramon.
There you
And
go.
then
Good
there's
call.
the NWA.
the NWA, the new wrestling alliance. Yes, good call.
Oh, are we talking about Easy E, Ice Cube?
What are we talking about? Yeah,
Dr.
we're talking
Dre,
about.
Dre.
We're talking about. Oh yeah. MC Ren.
okay.
Yep.
I'm
yep.
not allowed to say
Yellow
that one.
Boy.
Yellow Boy. Yep.
Yellow
Yep.
Boy.
Yep. Dr. Dre. Did somebody say Dr. Dre?
I drayed.
You drayed?
I
Good,
drayed.
good. But yeah, no, the shooting attempt. Well, where were you, Laura, when you heard about that attempt?
I was at a birthday party.
Oh, okay. You guys were celebrating already, huh? Or a little premature.
And then on the way home, I guess I was driving, so I couldn't Google. But then as soon as I came home, I put the kid to bed. I'm like ninja thumbs, like finding all of the things, checking like hourly on the updates, tracking Twitter, like all the crazy fucking shit that people were saying on Twitter. It was interesting.
Very much, yeah. Very, very interesting. Yeah.
Does anybody have any theories about who this guy is? Because I have theories.
Yeah, I have a theory
No idea.
that he's basically a introvert loser that wanted to be infamous. That was his goal. That's his only goal. His goal was to be infamous. Because when you're picked on your whole life, fuck you, you're gonna remember me. Watch this shit. Boom. I'm fucking famous forever now.
That is
now-
my theory as well.
Yeah, and you know what the sad part is? No one will remember him now after like whatever. It'll be
Didn't he
How
get
is
Couple
that
months.
sad? Fuck him.
no. I mean sad in the sense of like my goal was to be infamous. You fucking missed, and then
Yeah.
you're dead. Now
Yeah.
no one's gonna ever remember you at all. Just your parents and maybe your two friends, which were probably cats that already died that you buried in the backyard. So
There's
I
nothing
agree.
wrong with having best friends as cats.
I think that he was a total loner weirdo who just like was not really a politically affiliated and just wanted to commit suicide in a very spectacular manner.
100%.
Like
Question.
think like school shooter, but just on a presidential candidate.
100%.
How come women never do this?
Oh, that's an easy answer.
Trigger's too hard to pull back.
Ben,
Yeah,
Carlos,
the mall's. Hey, the mall's open. There's other things to do. Isn't there a vacuum somewhere that's lonely?
Oh, shut up.
I think there's a lot of reasons why women don't do this kind of shit. There's like the lack of testosterone, the lack of like anger, the need to lash out,
and the lack of not giving a fuck about these type of things.
Improved social networks that men don't have.
Also, when women walk into a gun store,
I like Laura.
When women walk into a gun store, what are you doing here? Get out, and then they just leave.
Not true.
Yeah,
I've been to gun
stores. I was at a shooting range.
They want to help you. They're like, "Hey, little lady."
That is true.
Can I help?
Because it's almost like a girl that walks to a comic book store.
Totally.
Like honestly, right away, I'm gonna press her watch. Come here, let me show you about this Tech 9, and then let me show you these rounds that do this.
Ooh, I like the Tech 9.
They talk all like they technical, and they think like you're impressed, and you're just like, just give me something I can shoot my husband with.
Well, look, I was at a shooting range 2 weeks ago, and there was a woman next to me. She was with a friend, a guy. Anyway, when it was her turn up, I was just kind of watching her target. I don't think she hit the goddamn target.
Why
I was watching the bullets.
You can
hear the bang. You can hear the bangs, right? But
so you
know there was no holes in the target. I'm like, what's going on right now? You want to move it closer and closer and closer.
You know how
she wasn't. I can't say anything.
Do you know how good he felt? He proposed right afterwards, going, "I'm safe.
She ain't gonna kill me.
You can do what I want."
I'm a terrible shot. If you're not like freaking 5 feet in front of me, you're not. Nothing. You don't have nothing to worry about.
It is true though.
5 yards away, and she wasn't hitting it. I'm like, oh man,
5 yards. That is pretty bad.
Open your eyes.
Women, you're right. Women don't. Well, first of all, there's not a lot of assassination attempts we hear about, but I don't think there's ever been recorded one where it's a woman tried it. Like what I'm saying. On a prominent figure. Of course, they've murdered their spouses. Sure, whatever.
Because it has to be personal, I think, for women.
Exactly, and there's nothing there, right? There's nothing there. Yeah, like you said, I mean, I 100% agreement. He did this shit out of his own, his own need to be someone, to be something, to feel important in some regard. So,
but why did he go after Donald Trump and not anyone else?
It's a great question. That's what we're all trying to figure out.
That's the big final $100,000 question. So that's it right there. I mean, he was a registered Republican that had Trump signs on his front yard.
Oh, and then this one. He donated like $15 to a Democratic political action committee. And like that one like kind of got me in the heart because I was like, he's just a fucking kid. He doesn't have any fucking money.
He has no clue.
He has no clue.
He took his parents like credit card for that, and his dad smacked him in the back of the head. What the fuck do you do that for? We don't support abortion. I'm gonna kill Trump. What'd you say, son?
Well, no, it's his dad. One of his parents is a libertarian, and the other one is a Republican, or was it a Democrat?
No, it's Republican.
It was Republican. Oh, we have a conflicting.
No, it's Republican. Info. Well, according to the neighbors, they had Trump signs all over the front yard. One of the parents had to have been a Trump person.
That one is that fake news?
Everything's fake news. This show's not even real.
Here's some fake news for you. All these idiots that keep spreading this goddamn picture around that an angel saved Trump because a flag folded up and looked like an angel.
Put it on there.
When you look at the goddamn, when you look at the flag, it's clearly straight. When he's raising his fist, you can clearly see that it's straight. It's not.
Do you want to know who started that?
I don't know who started that.
Oh, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh. Probably.
Yeah, she's
the worst. I wish someone would shoot her. She's so fucking stupid.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
This is the time right now to watch your words, Marie.
Whoa. First of all,
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, she's lower grade level. No one's going to miss. But we don't want to get carried away. She said, I saw it all. I even saw the angel fold the flag up and
oh my God,
and save him. I'm like,
I hate that bitch.
What kind of drugs do they sell in Pennsylvania? That's all I need to know.
And then there's another story, which when I first heard it, I'm like, well, that's total bullshit. That's not true at all. Apparently, an officer climbed a ladder. First story I heard, he climbed a ladder, saw Thomas Crooks on the roof. Thomas Crooks turned, pointed the rifle at him. He got back down, then he turned around and started shooting. Thomas Crooks is not a skilled shooter. There's no way he's going to turn his rifle away and then turn it right back and be able to hit the target that he hit. And to say that a cop saw him and didn't get on his radio and say gun, rifle, or something.
No, immediately
Everybody else
after
has radios.
Immediately after they ducked down, he started shooting. So as soon as they got up there to him, he started. He pointed his gun at him. They ducked down, and then he immediately went for the shot because he knew. I would imagine he knows.
I don't think that's possible. He's not a sharpshooter.
Yeah, we know that.
Clearly, he's not a sharpshooter.
Yeah.
But then the stories are conflicted today when Secret Service was saying, oh, locals were taking care of that area, and locals were saying, we weren't in that building. We were in the neighboring building. We didn't see him. And I knew that story was bullshit because no way a cop would not get on his radio and say, we have a shooter. There's just no way. Why would he not tell the others, hey, get Trump off stage or something, just something, but nothing. And then the other story I heard was that another officer actually lifted him up to look on the roof. I mean, come on, man. You know how heavy these guys are with all their equipment on. There's just no way. And how high that roof was, that wasn't happening. It wasn't happening at all.
All I've heard was, if you see these videos from people that were actually filming outside, you could see him on the roof. You could hear them say to police, "Hey, there's somebody on the roof. You should go check that out."
What kind of event was it?
It was a rally, presidential rally. Yeah. Where were you this Saturday? Another planet or sleeping, just napping all day?
In my own world.
Apparently, yes, apparently. Anyway, this is wild. It's definitely gonna make his supporters now even more ape shit, but it's okay.
Hey, you guys want to hear a conspiracy theory that I heard? Okay, so you know the shooting in Las Vegas when that Jason Aldean was singing and that sharpshooter from up there. I heard that the FBI actually was doing it on a truck. Like they were in black laying on top of a van and they were the ones shooting. I don't remember where.
You're talking about the Las Vegas shooting?
Yes. Like it wasn't the guy up there. He was just like the fake.
What was the purpose?
What would be the purpose? Number one,
to scare people for guns.
They don't like country music?
No, because they were trying to make it like, oh, we're trying to we want to make guns bad. Yeah, so it's a gun control thing.
You don't need to do that to make guns bad. We know. Like
guns are bad, okay?
And plus that guy had like an endless arsenal in his room. You thought he just showed up.
Still don't know why the fuck that guy did it.
He was doing it because
mystery.
Well, he left a note
from that movie.
There's just nothing they didn't
leave.
Smoking Aces. It's from Smoking Aces. You know when the Alicia Keys or her friend or Tajma Perry or whatever, she sees Common carrying Alicia Keys and she just goes crazy, so she starts sniping from the upstairs Las Vegas room. Yeah. That's why.
But you know what? Solved it. Right. You know what? You're right. You know what? Right. Yeah, you got it. Fill us in next week about this past weekend's thing. Man.
Oh, okay. So what happened was.
What happened was.
Yeah. Anyway, no, that guy. Yeah. Anyway, Las Vegas. Yeah. That dude had so much arsenal. It was nuts. Crazy. Anyway.
And now you
have,
I don't know.
I'm following it closely. I'm very interested in how this is all going to end up.
Question. Okay, so what do his parents say?
Say that one more time.
From parents yet?
What
they haven't said anything because they've asked him and they're like, we don't know what the fuck is going on. We're working with an investigation. That's the thing. People are like, oh, they're hiding something. No, they're not. They're listening to the authorities who are telling them this is an active investigation. Do not talk to the press, and that's exactly what they're doing, as they should be.
Yeah, and it was his dad's gun, his AR-15. People want instant.
What was it, AR?
Instant answers, like instant, like, and if they don't get them, they make them up. It was exactly. Oh,
what is it? In the absence of information, we make it up, something like that.
Yes, that is my motto of hosting this show. Carlos, what were you saying now about
that makes sense.
Tenacious D, Jack Black?
Jack Black had to break up Tenacious D just to get away from the comments of Kyle Glass.
Yeah,
what happened to Kyle Glass?
During a concert in Australia, Kyle Glass, was celebrating his birthday that night, and he said for his next birthday wish, he didn't want them to miss Trump next time. And It was
Did they break up,
impromptu.
or did they just cancel the rest of their tour?
No, he said that they canceled. Jack Black canceled the tour.
I heard that.
He said he's canceling any other creatives with Tenacious D. He's basically just separating himself from Kyle Glass, and Kyle Glass's representation
lame.
dropped him today.
Listen, he's trying to save his own
Aw.
ass. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
exactly
that's
what
kind of
he's
lame.
doing.
That's
Of
not
course he is,
loyalty.
because-
That is, I agree. That's
And what
some
Jack
bullshit.
Black should
because-
have done is he should have
When
said
no,
First
no, when
Amendment.
this
Go
when this
F yourself.
happened, already there was people like there's an artist that I follow on Instagram, and right away he was like, "Oh, Jack Black's a piece of shit. He said this during his concert last night," and he didn't say it. Kyle Glass said it.
I
But
saw
he's already
Jack Black
saying-
everywhere. Yeah.
Right. So
Same.
he's already, oh, tonight I'm gonna burn all my Jack Black movies and blah blah blah. And I'm like,
Oh, that's annoying.
they're already paid
Why
for.
are people so
cool.
crazy? Oh my god.
It is.
So-
It's ridiculous. And also, like, listen, I am not one of the person like when people say like, "Oh, I'm glad they're dead." Like, I think that shows really shitty personal character. But
Wait.
also, it is like this, as I understand it, and I could be wrong because I mean I don't have a research paper on this. The comment that he made was that night, so Saturday night, and when people are first given information, you have a knee-jerk reaction, right? And a lot of people really hate Trump. So their knee-jerk reaction to, well, I'm sad he missed. Like that is a lot of people's
Yeah.
first thought. And I don't fault people for that. You know, it's only like in the first, couple hours of learning about it, before you have a chance to really think about the implications. Like, what if he had succeeded? What would that have meant for America in the long term?
Celebration.
What would that have meant for the future of democracy in the United States? What did that have meant for the political tensions in this country? It would not be good. America, not only Trump dodged a bullet on Saturday, America dodged a bullet on Saturday. So I'm just saying, I don't fault people for having that knee-jerk reaction. But if you have it at this point, maybe you should examine yourself.
That's a good point. I never even thought about because I just hate him so much. I'm like, oh, he's not going to be missed. But you're right,
Exactly.
because the people who love Trump are fucking wild. They are unpredictable. I'm scared of them, right? So what would have happened? But also at the same time, what happened after Lincoln got shot? What happened to the country?
Oh, it was all over the internet. Couldn't fucking stop that shit.
Oh, you're the worst.
It's not. Yeah, you know what? It's not the same because that news didn't spread as fast.
It's
right?
not the same. It's
It's
apples
not
and
instant.
oranges,
It's not
man.
like I literally was watching.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
I was on Twitter, and when it happened, it was on Twitter like 2 seconds later, and I was like, "Oh shit! Someone just tried to shoot Trump."
Yeah, Lafayette showed it to me, and I'm like, holy shit. I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
a Trump fan. I'm not.
Me
I don't
neither.
hate him enough
neither.
to go, man, I wish
Same.
they didn't miss. All I kept
Same.
thinking was, thank God he didn't get killed. That's what I kept. I was not only for him, because I don't think anybody should be taken, it's just ridiculous. And then second, like Laura was saying, if he would have gotten killed, oh, the chaos that fucking day, it would have been outrageous. It would have
Not
been,
even
oh my God.
just the day, just
Uncontrollable.
like on beyond.
Okay, since we're
Oh, yeah,
making stuff
absolutely.
up, what do you think what would have happened?
making
Let's
stuff
make it
up.
up. Yeah, we're
What?
making up the poop eating movies and
Oh, we're making it up. Oh, aliens would
okay,
have
so what would have
invaded
happened?
and taken
What would
over
oh
the
yeah.
planet straight away.
I mean,
It
that's
would've-
probably the
it-
best
listen,
thing that could have happened.
It would have been people basically, oh, we're gonna start civil war with no facts. They don't need facts. That's it. There's no facts. Let's just jump right down someone's throat that we think that did this, and that's that.
Give
And-
them HPV.
okay, fair enough.
In their
But
butt.
yeah,
would have
no.
been a
Yeah.
spiraling and also a continual a reinforcement of the rhetoric of if you're not with me, you're against me.
More or
And
less,
just
yeah.
further and further down that rabbit hole. And my hope, and this is a very rosy
Oh, good.
fucking
Let's
hope,
hear it.
that this kind of calms things down a little bit and gets away from that rhetoric of Trump is a threat to democracy. And if he wins, this is death to America. Because that's the kind of thought that leads to people hating each other. And so I hope that this leads to a calming down of that, and also more of a message of unity from Trump himself and their party, just so we can all just make politics boring again, and we can just attack policies as opposed to saying, you are this, you are death to America, you're going to destroy us, you're a racist, you're a misogynist, you
Hey, listen,
hate
here's the
gays.
thing. What is the
Just
common
let's
denominator,
get rid
though?
of this and just talk
What's
about politics.
what's the common denominator? Before when
It's Trump. It like
when
the
when
Trump and the
politics were
Republicans.
boring, he's the common denominator, right? Like you're right. They were boring. They were just two guys telling us about what policies they're gonna run. You just I like that. Okay, I'm gonna vote for that, and that's it. And
Yeah,
now
God forbid.
you had somebody that ramped it up to the point where he likes to make everything personal, and call like he acts like a teenager, calls names and everything.
Oh
Right?
God, I hate listening to that guy's speech. I literally
Either
am just
way,
like, you
but-
are the dumbest motherfucker alive.
Yeah,
It's
but,
great.
I don't
Everything's
like
great. Everything's the best, or everything's the worst.
Okay, this
I
word
can imagine.
unity, I did hear about
You're
it.
gonna
Like
talk
people,
shit.
all the Republicans are using the word, we want unity. We're not you. We want unity. But then right after that, they're like, we are not going to take this shit. Like they're already contradicting themselves. I saw a speech. There was
That's
someone.
the thing.
They're not. They're saying unity. They want unity, but like they're the ones that were separating themselves from. Like, well, I guess maybe we were both separating each other, but they're like unity, but they want their kind of unity, not a common ground kind of unity.
I mean, it's hard. You can't. That's the thing that we give this dichotomy of you're either Democrat or Republican, and one of us represents all of us. We're all fucking people, and we all lay somewhere in between. And here's a sense of like, who are you going to listen to? Are you going to listen to people on the internet and who speaks the loudest and who gets the most likes and who gets the most comments? Or are you going to talk to your neighbors, your fellow man, and the people who are really around you? Because you're going to find it's a very different reality than the one that's on Twitter.
My neighbor's an idiot, so he tried to tell me
here's the
what
crazy
time.
part. Go ahead,
Idiots. And that's the thing.
Yeah.
There are idiots out there. I know a lot of them.
No, I want to hear what
Also, a lot of really smart people out there.
I want to hear what your neighbor
Are
said.
you an idiot?
Oh, he asked me what my nationality was, and I told him I'm white and Mexican. And he's like, "Oh, okay." What did he say? He said something about, "Are you sure you're Mexican? Because there's other countries in Latin America." I was like, "Oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? I know I'm fucking." He's trying to make me feel stupid and act like there's more like because when you see a brown person, I automatically say that they're Mexican. I'm really dumb like that. And so he's trying to he's trying to school me that there are more countries in that area. But I'm like, wait a second, but I am Mexican. Like my family's from fucking Mexico. Oh my God, he's so dumb. And then he also said, the human race, if you're racist, it means you hate the human race. This conversation.
No, that's wrong. If you're racist, you hate NASCAR.
So. Yes, that's exactly it.
Exactly.
Anyway, I don't talk to my neighbors.
You just said you did. Anyway, Carlos, you were going to say something?
I don't remember.
No?
All I can say is that when I saw Trump walk into the RNC, just video of it, this looked like a changed man. He looked scared. I could see it in his eyes. No, for real. In his eyes, just the look of, he was kind of like thanking everybody for applauding and whatever, but man, he's lucky to be there. And I could I'm not saying he changed. I'm not saying, and maybe he did change for a week, right? Yeah. Too soon to tell, but you could just tell the look on his face that, man, I'm glad to be here. I'm so glad to be here.
He did say, it's just real quick as a follow-up to what Carlos said, and then I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish.
I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce had the best record of all time.
But I did see quotes, and this is kind of what started this rosy outlook for myself, that Trump had like a bunch of speeches set for the Republican National Convention. And he said the day after, not even the day after, I think like not even 24 hours later, he's like, I have to rewrite these. Like they don't feel right anymore. And that led me to be like, maybe. Anyway, okay.
Okay, so, have you ever been injured? Right. And then when you come, this is a soccer thing, right? So if you come back from your injury, at first you're like kind of babying your injury, like say your shoulder came apart. And so when you go back into soccer, you're like watching out for your shoulder. You're like, oh my God, don't touch my shoulder. And then eventually you get over it and go back to normal. Maybe that's what he's going through. I feel like he's just scared right now, but he'll go back to normal. That's not going to fucking change him. And the second thing, has anyone ever died that you were like, yeah, I'm glad he died? Like for me, it's Kevin Samuels. Like he sucks.
Who is Kevin Samuels?
No idea.
He's like an alpha male guy, whatever. He's internet idiot, right? So
Oh,
has
I do
anyone
know who
ever
you're
died?
talking about. Yes.
Yeah.
I actually do know who
I
you're
don't
talking
know
about.
who
Has
this
someone
is.
ever died that you were like, yeah, that motherfucker got what he deserved?
I've thought
Mm.
before, like, ooh, I'm gonna be happy if this person has died, but that person has not died yet, so I cannot confirm that I will feel that way.
Bill Cosby. I got you. Okay.
Yeah, Bill Cosby's when I'm okay with dying. Get the fuck out of here, bitch.
O.J.
Okay.
Simpson.
Nah, I don't hate him enough. He's just fucking retarded.
OJ dead?
OJ
Yes.
died
Dead.
like 2 weeks ago.
Died
3
of
weeks ago.
prostate cancer
Yep.
last month.
He got it from a prostitute.
Oh, you know what? He actually
HPV in the butt. HPV
No, you
in
know
the
when he died?
butt.
You know when he died? Do you remember the episode when we were talking about Tom Jones and the O.J. Simpson theme song? That was like maybe a month and a half, 2 months ago. He died that night we were talking about his theme song.
Oh, Delilah.
Yeah,
Karma.
No, it is Delilah. Yeah.
yeah, Delilah.
Like,
I
hey
don't
there,
care.
Delilah.
No, you're too
No,
young.
no.
Sorry about that. Apologize.
I didn't. I mean, I didn't hate OJ enough to be happy that he's dead. I don't know him. Like, it didn't go into my registry to be like, yeah, good. But I wasn't like mourning him. Like, there's a lot of layers, a lot of spectrum to that question, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, okay, when Jeffrey Dahmer died, I was, oh, he fucking deserved it. But okay. But no, nobody that dies, I'm like, you got him finally. I'm like, well, I don't know.
Nobody I felt compelled to like do a little jig for.
Do it,
How about
little,
that?
yeah, a little dance for him.
Right.
Yeah. No, believe me, if it would have happened this past Saturday, it would have been the worst. It would have been the worst. Just
It would have.
and
Whether
the
you like him
bad
or
part
not,
is
it would have been worse.
is nobody's like they're really not giving two shits about the individual that did die. It's everything is God save Trump. Like what? No.
I read his daughter's something that got spread around social media, like what she posted, and as soon as I read it, I started ugly crying, like about Corey. I don't remember his last name because it's really hard to pronounce. I'm sorry. Forgive me. But it was really fucking sad. And yeah,
But Trump did say he was going to attend his funeral.
Good. He should.
Yeah, well, it's outdoors.
Wait, who are we talking about?
It's okay. You won't miss it.
The guy.
You'll be all right.
There was one guy that was killed.
One guy was killed at the rally. Attempt. Yeah. He was
got right
killed.
through the head.
Yep.
Bummer.
Brain matter
Absolutely
everywhere,
wild.
according to the ER doctor that was right next to him at the time. And also, if you watch the video of the Trump, like the camera's obviously on Trump, you hear an ear-piercing scream at some point. And I'm like, oh God, I bet that's the fucking wife or daughter. And it just knife in the heart.
That's nuts. We'll see. We'll see when he gives his speech. If again, it is true. I think his speech is gonna be about unity, harmony, and then he'll come out a week later and be like, "They try to take me out." Like he'll just go right back spouting the nonsense, and he'll be like,
I don't know, man.
go.
I don't know. They try to take him out once. He might be that whole paranoid now. He might be like, I'm not going outside.
No, he feels invincible now.
I don't know.
Or not about invincible or taking the high road, but or I'm sorry, not invincible or whatever you just said, but maybe taking the high road, determining of like, you know what, I'm gonna be more than this. But also, okay, last thing, and then we can move on because we've been talking about this for a good long time. I will say, I am not a Trump supporter. I'm not a Trump fan, but that fucking photo of him, right? Fist raised, like
fist up.
blood over his face and the American flag in the background. I'm like, that's a fucking badass picture. that's all I'm gonna say. Just unequivocally, like America, we fucking love some violence and we love some flags. You know, that's a fucking badass picture.
Just remember,
that's a photo you find at the end of a war, right? You just won the war, and here's the
precisely.
Winner. Yeah.
Just remember, people, vote who you think's the best candidate.
Yeah, that's
don't
all you
vote
need to
because
do,
for something like this happened. Because I've seen people online saying, "Oh, I changed my vote now." Because I'm like, really? Okay, now let's hear about his policies because he's basically interviewing to run America. You know? So
I mean, just vote. I mean, just
well, that's another thing. Just vote.
Just
Exactly.
vote.
Marie, do you vote? Okay,
Yes.
good. You send your mail-in ballots? What you do?
I did last time. I think.
Email ballot? Is that what you just said?
Yeah. Did you text it in? You could text it in too if you just call 888.
That'd be so great.
American
if
Idol.
I could just do
type
that.
Y for.
All right. Trump's number this week is 7260. So anyway, all right, we'll take a break here. Nerds Talking Podcast. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Nerds Talking the Podcast. I'm here with Carlos, Laura, Marie, and I'm Lafayette. Remember to rate, subscribe, review, turn on notifications, tell your friends. Every Friday, new episodes of Nerds Talking the Podcast, and also on YouTube at Nerds Talking Podcast. You can watch the show. You can see all of our faces, and you can touch the screen or whatever you want to do.
Marie presses her boobs up against your face, Lafayette.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's the
What?
special bonus episode.
What?
I don't remember that episode.
Oh no! Oh, it's filmed last
No,
night.
while Marie watches the playback on YouTube, she presses her boobs.
Oh, that's what
against
she.
Lafayettes'
Oh, that's
face.
what it is. She watches
Yeah,
it
yeah.
back. Ah.
Yeah.
And then she enlarges the screen
Only
And then-
so it's Lafayette's face.
and then pauses it every time my mouth's wide open. I got it.
Yes, yes. Oh my god, such a good idea.
It's a great idea.
Things got weird.
Great idea. So Michael Jackson, his mother sued Michael Jackson's estate recently for $600 million, saying that she should own the catalog of Michael Jackson's music.
I agree.
And
Why?
the state of
She didn't write the
California
music?
said, no, you get nothing. Who owns the catalog of Michael Jackson actually is his kids. You know, those three
Oh.
kids that aren't really his kids. And they've actually come out and said, we ain't giving grandma shit.
They're his kids.
Yeah, if you adopted
straight up-
them, they're your kids.
They straight up said, we ain't giving my grandma shit. I was like, damn.
Oh wait,
Damn.
those three kids are supposedly biological kids, right?
They're
Mhm.
not biological kids.
They're
That's
not
not-
biological.
yeah,
Prove
they're
it.
But
Prove it.
they are his kids. Whether
Well, they're
it's
his kids. He
biological
raised
or
the kids.
not.
They're like
They're
sons
his.
or whatever.
Exactly.
You
They're
want to put it.
That's the point I was trying to
Yeah,
make.
yeah,
but
yeah,
Yeah.
I do know what you mean.
But
'cause they don't look
biologically,
fucking
you're not going to
anything
find
like
any
a-
Jackson blood in those veins.
No,
Yeah,
I
there's no
agree.
Jackson in
I
those.
agree.
But I mean, if he was, that's another guy. Not too bad he died. But if he was alive, he'd be taking care of his kids. So he might be
Yeah.
broke. He spent money like it was never going to run out.
He was $500 million in debt before the "This Is It" concert was supposed to kick off.
It's crazy, dude.
Who are we talking about?
Who gave him that amount of credit? He just thought it was a good idea.
Just his property alone probably gave him that, and his catalog alone probably gave
It's
him that.
true,
credit.
100%. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that special he did on Fox? Remember when he was just walking through the store? I want that. I want that. Hey, I like that. Let me get that. Like, everything, no matter what it was, he just said, "I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take 4 of those, 5 of those." And the guy interviewing was like, that costs like 20,000 a piece. That's okay. I got it, man. I got it. I'm
That's just sad. That just tracks to me as sad.
He probably doesn't know the concept of money because they keep him so
People
level.
just feed him whatever he wants. Yeah.
Oh, and plus he probably thinks he has endless amount of money. I'm Michael Jackson. Like, what are you talking
$5
about?
million. That's an endless amount of money.
500 million. 500 million in debt.
Well, he probably thinks 5 million is a lot of money.
I don't think he was
right, but like
I don't think he was a dummy. I don't think he was a dummy. But anyway, so there you go. His mother gets nothing from the estate of Michael Jackson.
you get nothing.
So sad.
You lose.
Sad. Even the court
You
case
don't
recently.
pass go.
Remember Finding Neverland? You guys watched that? Finding Neverland?
I
Yes.
never watched it. I
Oh,
don't
it's
want
so
to.
good. It's so good. Anyway, the 2 individuals in it sued the estate recently also, and that case got thrown out. So
Why?
Well, because there's too many contradicting stories. That's why.
yeah, they can't really prove anything. That's the thing. So
Hard to
Okay,
prove.
so I
And there's
saw
a
that-
statute of limitations on
Yeah,
sexual
yeah.
molestation anyway.
it's a little too late for
I-
the party.
I think so Wade, the dancer guy, I don't
Yes.
necessarily believe him, but the other guy I don't like. He's not famous. Who just
Oh,
was
the other
doing
guy I
it.
believed
I believed
100%.
him. I believed
I believe
him.
him 100%.
He
Yeah.
looked genuine, but I don't believe the Wade guy.
I believe the other guy because he actually had a ton of stuff. He had photos and freaking letters and all this shit and video.
And he
with
was
him
crying
Michael.
hella hard. He was sad. He was like
He was
traumatized
sad more
by
than
it.
anything. Like I
Yeah.
want nothing from Michael. I wish he was here still. Like I miss my man lover. Anyway,
Sexual
so-
assault
Daddy.
is
We call those
complicated. That's all
daddy.
I'm gonna say.
it
Sexual
was
assault is
crazy.
complicated.
Yeah, no. If
Sad.
you watch that, you can tell that he was really connected to him. Anyway. So,
Whoa,
No.
we got dark. Let's move
yeah,
on.
no money for Mama Jackson. That's all we know. No money for Mama Jackson. This week's movie review is The Watchers by M. Night Shyamalan. Is it Shyamalan Ding Dong's daughter?
Sounds right.
He produced it actually. And
Wait, what's her first name and what's her last name?
Her first name is
And Night.
No. Ishana Night Shyamalan.
Oh
Ishana.
my god.
Hey, shamalama ding dong.
Yeah. Hey, Shamalama Ding Dong.
It's
And this
Shana
movie
Night.
stars Dakota Fanning. She's the star of the movie, who
Yeah,
we haven't seen really much in a lot of things recently.
because she's been in
Um,
school.
yeah, she did. She
She went to
quit
school.
acting or paused or whatever. Yeah. She can act. So keep going,
She
Dakota. Don't
can
stop.
act. She can act.
So we all watched it, and we'll start with Laura. Laura, what was your take on The Watchers from M. Night Shyamalan's Offspring?
All right. I don't know if I wasn't in the proper mood to watch this movie.
So you were drunk.
No, I was not drunk. It was
Oh, you
like in
need
the
to be
middle
drunk.
of the day. And it had all the hallmarks of things that I should like. I like M. Night Shyamalan movies. I like the vibes. I even like fairy stories, like the story of fairies are not all like, it's not Tinkerbells. Like they're scary. They're terrifying. It's an old mythological
Like in the labyrinth.
concept. Yeah. They're actually really scary and it's always really interested me, but I was just kind of bored. I was continually going to my phone, scrolling through it. The stuff with her mom, that was really heart-wrenching. That one got me because anything having to do with kids. And I don't know.
That's it.
I like seeing Galway. I thought that was cool because
Mhm.
Ireland is fun and I've been there and I was like, I was there. I was there.
I like it.
That
Wow.
movie.
You say it like all of a sudden, like
Just like
halfway
that.
through the
I
movie.
was
Yeah.
there. I was
Yeah, you
there.
got Down syndrome halfway through the
The very
movie.
beginning
hold
and the
on.
very end.
No, I was gonna say the same thing. Like it looked really good. It was good all the way like halfway through the movie, but then it just kind of got weird, right? So it kind of lost me a little bit.
It got boring. And the bird, fuck the bird. Like
Yeah.
drop
Yeah,
the
the
bird.
bird. Yeah, I'm
Leave
with
the
you on that
fucking
one.
bird. And the ending was kind
Get a
of
real pet.
lame. I was like, oh, like acceptance, humans, we love you. You should just be cool. All right, I guess I'll just give up all this like eons of hate because one girl told me to. I don't know. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't great. I'm gonna land squarely in the middle, 2.5.
2.5 for The Watchers from Laura. All right. All right. Carlos,
That's generous.
what did you take on The Watchers?
Well, I was already disappointed by one movie this week. So going into this one and knowing that it was related to M. Night Shyamalan, I knew I was going to be disappointed. So I guess I wasn't disappointed.
Aw.
So knowing I was going to be disappointed, I wasn't disappointed. So it was stupid. Um, just the idea that anybody who went into this forest got lost. It didn't really explain why. They just got lost. Like when Dakota left the apparently there's some sort of magnetic something in this forest because her car shut down. Her phone started doing that weird thing you do when a magnet's nearby and a radio. And then she went to look for help. She turned around, the car was gone. Like, what just happened? Why did that happen? Why is it every time you go into a forest in an M. Night movie, you get lost?
I think
Turn
that-
around.
I thought, yeah, you know what? I think they filmed this in the Blair Witch Forest.
So then she gets out of the car and she just starts yelling, I need help. My car broke down. I'm like, who's hearing you?
My
Is
car
Yogi
disappeared.
gonna come out of the woods? Hey there,
Oh,
boo
that
boo.
would've
This
been
girl needs
good.
help. Give her some
Yeah.
help.
That would have been really good.
Prevent forest fires.
Oh,
my
wow.
God,
He
that's
would have
good.
showed up
That's
too.
Smokey,
Smokey the
that's
Bear.
Smokey the Bear.
Okay. Wow.
And then all of a sudden, this woman shows up, this old woman, and then she takes off running, and Dakota couldn't catch her. I'm like, I would have caught this stupid
She
old
would
woman.
if she would have dropped the fucking bird.
Oh, exactly, the bird
Yeah,
cage,
gotta
right?
save that bird.
So, I mean, the
Bird
bird
go.
made it through the whole movie.
I know.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, the
Darwin.
Watchers don't
I
care
want
about
to
the
drop
bird.
kick that bird.
But as the movie went on, and when it finally got to the twists, these stupid M. Night twists, which is based on a novel. So I don't know if the novel actually has like the coop that they were in to be watched and all the other stuff. But when I got to the twist, I'm like, okay, that old lady is one of these goddamn fairies. And I knew it. and she helped them and the way she was helping them. And then, but when they finally figured out how to get out of the forest, and Dakota wouldn't drop that fucking empty cage. I'm like, what is more important to you? The cage? You already let the bird out. The bird's flying with you. It's following you. It's not going anywhere. And you still held on to this cage. I'm like, please let go of this cage.
It's an antique that's worth millions of dollars.
It was a pretty cage, but still.
But what's funny is that so the kid Daniel's the hunter, and he caught a crow and he broke the crow's neck because they're gonna eat this crow. I'm surprised the bird made it as far as it did. Like, why didn't they kill it? Right? Tape the bird's head back on. Sell it to the blind kid next door.
Oh gosh, yes. Pretty bird.
I will say,
anyway, when they got out, I saw it coming a mile away, the old lady, and
I didn't think of that as so much of a twist.
Me neither.
It felt like just kind of like a third act thing, not so much a what the fuck,
Well, that's true. It really wasn't that big of a who gives a shit. It was more like, okay, who gives a shit? But, yeah, 2.5 is. I mean, like I said, I didn't hate it because I was already disappointed this week, and I was expecting a disappointment. So maybe 2.5 is all right. 2.5 is all right.
All right, Marie. What was your take on The Watcher, starring Dakota Fanning by Ishana Night Ding Dong?
Well, like I said earlier, it was good up until it got weird and they met up with the other people in the forest. And that lady, like, I think the way that they set up the movie was that they kind of didn't want you to trust her, but also have some kind of empathy or like for her. So when the twist happened, they're like, oh, okay, well, we kind of like her, so that's cool, right? But what I was thinking was, I think that Dakota Fanning is going to be the next Chloe Sevigny because they look exactly like, and they have really close mannerisms. And I'm like, I like this shit. And I love Chloe Sevigny, and so now I like Dakota Fanning.
I didn't even know that's how you said her name.
But
I will say,
go ahead, Laura. Yeah,
I did like
Dakota
the
or
lady. I did like the lady who played the old lady with the long hair. I don't know, something very striking about her, and I think she's a good actress.
It's the hair.
Madeline.
Yeah, maybe it is. The hair.
Madeline. Yeah, Lee Harkin. Yeah.
My music mentor has that same kind of hair. She's 78, but she's got like a thick, full, white head of hair, and it's like so noticeable. I ran into her at Target, and I was like, I know that lady. I know that hair.
Is she a fairy?
No, she's like she's more like the crypt keeper.
Did you sing to her?
Yes.
Oh, please don't.
What score would you give this?
Yeah, what's your review? What's your score?
I guess I'll just go with everyone else and get a 2.5.
Tiebreaker, Lafayette.
Interesting. This movie was not. It was just middle of the road. It just wasn't interesting. It was just kind of boring. And when it got to the so-called twist part, I was like, oh, Invasions of the Body Snatchers, like nothing's original about this movie at all. Zero. The only thing that you made interesting was these are fairies. They're long-limbed, scary-looking fairies, but there's
changelings.
Changelings.
Oh, like in Harry Potter, like the mermaids are ugly. Remember, like just like that.
Just you know what? Correct. And then it just turned into Invasion of the Body Snatchers. We want to take over your life because you owe us because you fucked us in the past. Whatever. Whatever. That's how I felt at the end. I was like, and then you know what? Maybe I missed it. Maybe I gotta get some. Who was the little girl at the very end? Look at the camera.
It was Madeline.
That was Madeline.
Oh, that was Madeline. Oh,
he was keeping an eye on her.
But I didn't understand that part
really
either.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know.
Because they knew each other, so why not just hang out with each other if you want to get to learn what humans are like? Just come hang out, little kid.
That's
Unity.
Well, why not just stay the old lady? Why not stay the old lady? It didn't make any sense.
That's another thing. Stay the old. That's what threw me off. I was like, who's this little kid all of a sudden? Like what? Anyway,
Lafayette, I have a question.
2.5's good, I guess. I don't. Is it good though? No, 2. Oh, it's just not. It's just not good.
2.5 is right in the middle. It's 5. 2.5, 5. 5 is the max.
They don't have 2.5. They don't have movie deserves 2.5. It's just
middle of the road.
It's
not terrible. It's not great. It's a movie.
I wouldn't even say.
I want the Shyamalans to stop doing movies. I don't need the daughter to take the.
Let's put it this
wait.
way.
I have two questions. I have two questions.
Okay, hold on. You know how sometimes you'll watch a movie, and sometimes when you talk about it, it's better afterwards. You know, when you talk like that's what Long Legs is like. Like when you talk about it, but you only talk about the parts that are like when people ask you what it's about, you're like, well,
Nope.
okay, it's not good, but I'll tell you then. But when you talk about this movie, there's nothing good about it. There's nothing I could tell
No.
you that makes you go,
Mm.
oh, that because I can make a good movie. Matter of fact, Carlos and I talked about a movie recently where it was really bad, but then Laura's like, I gotta see it now because we made it sound interesting. I can't do this with the Watchers. I can't tell you about
You
like
can't do that with long legs.
Yeah,
either.
me
Look, I'm
neither.
telling you.
with long legs.
If-
At least I can make it sound like, oh, that sound okay.
Look, I know
So-
some listeners have even gave us feedback they go see movies we talk about because they're so bad they want
no,
to
don't
see
see
what's
Long
so
Legs.
bad about them. Don't see long legs. I'm telling you.
Well, until
You're
they edit
gonna
the
hate
movie.
yourself.
If they
Do
edit
not.
down, if they edit down to 30 minutes, I might watch it again.
30 minutes.
If you go,
The synopsis.
Matter of fact,
The
I
clip
forgot to tell you,
notes.
the movie's actually in 3 like 35-minute segments. The Long Legs.
yeah, there's parts. Part 1, 2,
Part
and
1,
3.
part 2, and 3, and then part 4 is
That
like
makes
we
it so
fucked you.
pretentious and
Like,
stupid, by the way.
at the very end, the director comes on
concur.
screen. Part 4. Hey, sorry about that. Then the credits roll.
How
And you're like-
annoying.
And you
We
kinda
know
like, you know
how
what? I
movies
accept
work,
that apology.
fuckers. You don't have to put them into 3 parts. We know their acts. We know the narrative arc of performances. You don't need this. This is pretentious and
Because
stupid.
they were trying to do an artsy, people
Artsy
wanna call-
fartsy.
I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't call it Silence of the Lamb, but they're trying to do an artsy, suspenseful thriller, whatever, and it just whatever. Anyway, 2.5, I guess, all around for the watchers.
Marie, you
but
had 2 questions.
wouldn't
Go
recommend
I have
ahead.
2 questions. First of all, Lafayette, when are we gonna go see a crappy movie together?
when they make crappy movies,
Yeah, you guys
I make them all the
saw
time,
2
man.
movies this
Constantly.
weekend.
I only watch good movies. What's your
Okay,
second question?
secondly, is anyone here an M. Night Shyamalan fan? Does anyone
Depends
like
on the
those movies?
movie. That's all. It always
Yeah.
I
depends
liked
because
a fair amount of his movies.
guess what? His last movie, I really enjoyed. Knock at the
Which
Which
Cabin.
one was
the last
that?
movie?
Oh, I
Knock at the
loved
Cabin.
Knock
Laura
on the
loved that
Cabin
shit.
Door.
I thought it was
Fucking
good.
loved
Knock on the
it.
cabin door.
I thought it
Oh
was a
wait,
good
is that
movie.
with the 2 gay dudes and the little Asian girl?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
I want
yeah.
to see that. That was on the
So
list of
good.
psychological thrillers that I was going to give you guys. I do want
Don't
to see that one.
look and don't read. Don't listen to the episode. Just
I don't know. I don't know. Oh, you guys already did a thing on it?
Oh yeah, well, we're way past
Oh,
Yeah,
you guys
way
are the
past.
worst. You guys leave me out of.
You know, this was like last year, right?
you. Yeah, this is this is
Yeah.
a while ago. This is like episode 160 or
Well, you guys
something.
didn't even ask me to do the Barbie movie. You fucking. That's the one I wanted to do. You guys didn't
But
ask
what's
me to do
funny
the
is
Barbie
that when
movie.
you told me, you sent me a text and you said, I wanted to do the Barbie movie. I said, oh, we talked about it already, but yeah, you can come
No,
on.
I
And you're
said
like,
I wanted to see
oh,
it.
but I didn't see it. Oh,
That's true. I
good.
still haven't seen it.
Good.
I still haven't seen
Wait,
it.
time out.
Oh, you still
Time
haven't
out.
seen it.
I just can't sometimes. Unbelievable.
I wanted to do the thing that we're doing now. Like, which one of us hasn't seen the movie?
We've
And
pretty much
I
seen
would-
everything. That's the crazy part.
That's true. One of us gave a fake review. You'll have to guess which one.
Ooh.
Anyway,
How the-
any more
you gonna put-
questions,
Are
Marie?
you gonna put it on like the Spotify, the questionnaire? Like,
Yeah. That's a
oh,
good
you know what?
idea.
Answer in the comments on YouTube.
Put it on
Who do
Twitter. You guys
Which
put it
one
on
of us
Twitter.
didn't see the movie? Anyway, there you go. This movie's weekend. Only one's coming out. It's called Twisters.
Oh
With
God.
Glenn
Is
Powell.
that a sequel to
It's not,
Twister?
it's not necessarily
It's
a
a sequel.
sequel.
It's a sequel.
It's not a
really-
sequel. It's
no,
exactly the same. It's exactly the
Well,
same
no,
as
I
the
mean
very
it's
first movie.
the same. It's the
Isn't
same.
Bill Paxton dead? Is he
No,
not
that's what
in
I'm saying.
this?
There's nobody. I don't think there's anybody
Yeah,
from the
Bill
original movie
Paxton's
in
dead.
it. So it's just
It's a
the same.
Yeah,
sequel.
but it's still the same one. She,
It's the
the
same
Helen,
thing.
It's a
the Helen Keller
same-
girl. The Helen, what's her name? Helen. What
Helen,
is the
yes,
blonde
Helen
lady's
Keller.
name?
No, you're right, Helen Keller. Yes,
And
Helen
Bill
Keller.
Paxton.
Helen
They
Hunt?
separated.
Tornado.
Could you imagine Helen Keller? Yeah. You're like,
Stop. Oh my God. What I'm trying to say, it's the same exact plot. It's the same exact movie. They're chasing the thing. She wants to put the little balls in the twister so that she could save the world. It's exactly the same.
More balls. All the same.
no,
balls,
here's the
balls,
thing. Yeah,
balls,
yeah.
balls, balls.
The
Balls.
thing that makes it a sequel is that you can say it's in the same universe, timeline, whatever. however
I
you wanna
thought
put
it was supposed to add on to the first movie. This is not an add-on to the first movie. It's
No,
really
this is
just
a
like a
huge
redo of the first movie.
But how do you make a
Redo,
sequel to that
totally.
movie? I mean, two
Exactly.
tornadoes,
Exactly.
three
Tornado.
like
You can-
Sharknado. Sharknado is more entertaining.
Oh,
than
that's a
Twister.
good one.
You
Like
can
that.
literally make a Twisters movie over and over. Twist that happens all the time over there. Like,
Question. The
And is-
balls,
is it-
balls, 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 balls. What is that a reference to? Is that 30 Rock's reference?
I don't know. I just
couldn't
hear it and it's
tell
funny.
you. Yeah.
Someone
Anybody?
Google it. Hey Siri.
Anybody?
Hey Siri. What is the balls, 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 balls reference to? She won't know.
All right. Well, there we go.
Oh, wait, hold
A
on.
reference is a relationship between objects in which one object designates or acts as a means
Definitely
by
not
which to
it.
connect to or link to another object.
Oh,
Okay, my
it's
turn.
definitely 30 Rock. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen so we can all enjoy
Looks like
this
Laurel won
delightful.
something.
This is my first royalty check from my summer dance jam, Balls. Balls, 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 balls.
Oh,
You know what the funny
Yay.
thing is too? It does sound like a Lady Gaga song.
Fucking love 30 Rock. It's my favorite thing in the world.
30 Rock. You know, if you guys watched The Bear? Yeah,
Not yet.
anybody?
Oh, I've
Is
heard
it good?
everyone says it's great.
So it's really good. The Bear tied 30 Rock for the most Emmy nominations ever in the comedy category. You won't laugh
That
at
show's
one
only like
thing.
3.
You won't. It's
comedy.
not exactly.
It's like
They
3
keep-
seasons, right?
Yeah. They keep putting it in the comedy category for all these nominees it gets. It's not a comedy. It's a drama. The whole thing is a drama.
That's weird.
There's no. Yeah, it's stupid.
It's not a dramedy.
Well, they put
zero
Nicki
comedy.
Minaj in the
Ze-
pop category, and they put Lotto in the rap category. So
Yeah, that
who's
makes sense
making these
because
fucking
Nicki
rules?
Minaj makes pop songs, so that
Does
does
she?
make sense.
She also makes rap songs.
Okay, but her biggest hits are pop songs.
Are they?
That's the thing.
Look them up. Let's ask
Yes,
Siri. No.
yes, they are. Yes, they are. Her biggest songs are pops. And Lotto's a
Siri is
rapper.
like-
That makes sense. Lotto's a rapper. She should be in the rap
Lotto is in
category.
relation to Nicki Minaj and balls, balls, balls.
Yeah, and balls. Balls.
That's such a
That's
funny
it.
response.
Under your dong. So anyway, that's our show, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Anybody else have anything else before we go?
Yes.
Balls.
Carlos has something. Hold on.
I want Marie to explain some of these pronouns. She's a big pronoun progressive person on
here
the
we
show.
go.
Oh my god! I said I was progressive. I never said anything about
Okay.
pronouns.
You're gonna answer this shit, goddammit.
This is a question that came up on my profile
Oh.
at work. I had to fill
What
out
the
this
hell is
question.
that thing?
Oh, shit.
Which pronouns do you prefer?
Uh-huh.
All pronouns?
Yes, all of them.
Ask me.
Ooh.
He, him, his.
Mm-hmm.
He, she.
Mm.
He, they.
Oh, I like that one.
My name only.
Oh, that's a good one.
She, he.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
She, her, hers.
Hers doesn't make sense. Okay.
That's the
They.
typical.
Uh-huh.
They, he.
They doesn't make sense.
They, them, theirs.
Those don't make any sense.
They, she.
She makes
Here's
sense.
where I get thrown
this
for
is
a fucking
good.
loop.
They
What the fuck is a ze?
Zers.
Zers.
It's German.
They do sound German. You're right. It does
Ze,
sound.
her, hers.
You apply for a job in
What is
Germany?
Did
that?
you make this up? I'm legitimately, you must have made this up.
No, this came straight from my company's website that I had to fill this out.
Oh my God.
That's why at the bottom I put decline to state. Because if you can't figure it out by talking to me or looking at me, then go fuck yourself. Don't talk to me. And then it says my pronouns are
Whoa.
not listed. So clearly there are more than just these.
All right,
What
I looked
is
it up.
all
I have looked it up.
pronouns?
I have looked it up, people.
What is it?
They is just used instead of he or she. It's a general.
Then
You know what?
Generalization.
Instead of saying like,
Then
okay,
what
okay,
is
so
they?
yeah, instead of saying they, because
No,
that
'cause
sounds
they-
like there's multiple of them, you could say they or zer. So it does like, yeah, that makes sense. Because I get confused when people say
That doesn't
they
make
and there's
sense.
only
You
one
can't
person.
just throw a bunch of fucking letters together and go, this is a pronoun.
Yes, I can.
All right, here's
I
Zer.
can do what I
okay?
want.
Zer used
care.
instead of him or her, specifically referring to an individual that is a non-binary. There you go.
Well, I
No,
mean, I
that's
think
what
we
they and
figured
them
that
is?
out.
No, but basically what it means is it's literally just generalization. Oh, no, just say Zay. What? Yeah, just say Zay. What's your fucking name? That's what I want to know.
So say hey, hey.
So basically it's the same as all pronouns up top. It's the same.
Yeah, I really don't see the difference. But also the he/she, like which one is it? Like
That's right, a
there-
he,
there's
she.
It
usually-
depends on if it's Tuesday
Three.
or if it's Wednesday.
There you go. Good call.
Like how are you supposed to code your like automated messages from
Right.
you know what I mean from Workday? That it's like if it's on a Tuesday, call them he. If it's on a Thursday, call them she. If
Well,
it's a
not
Friday,
even
they want to go
that.
by
But then you have the other
they,
one down the list
zir.
of she, he. Yeah,
Yeah,
he, she,
exactly.
she,
And then
he.
on Friday, it's casual dress day. It's casual pronoun day. So we just go by all pronouns.
But we'll go
Just
by
like
Zay.
whatever
That's when we
you're
go by
feeling.
Zay. Yeah. Everybody's Zay on Friday. Zay
Just
Friday.
call me Zed. Just
Zay
Zed.
Day. Yeah, Zed Day. I just think it's funny because again, what if he like, oh no, she might know. She turns around, theirs might know. Wait, oh shit, what?
Sure, you're not making this up. I'm still not 100% certain.
I mean,
That
it
is
is.
a screenshot directly
Neither
from
am
my
I.
website.
It
Hey,
does
listen.
look like a
Listen,
screenshot, but I'm
it
still
does-
skeptical.
It does pop up. The Zay,
No,
the
I'm
Zer, the
telling you.
Zers. It's legitimate. I mean,
Goodness,
it's
sure.
people just. I can't believe it.
Don't
Listen,
share
Love
it.
it.
This is
You're-
a
you're
publicly
either
shared.
one-
Do not share it.
You're
This-
either.
Oh, we already shared it. We
But
see
no
that.
matter
I thought
how
were
you
gonna share the thing.
identify, okay, if you're a guy that wants to be a woman, whatever, then you're a she, and that's that. We're done. You got like that's it. You're good now, right? Are you satisfied with that, or are you not satisfied with that? Like,
What if you be non-binary?
explain it to
If
me.
you transition, if you
Explain it.
transition from man to female presenting, you could still be non-binary.
You can be as non-binary as
Okay,
you want.
yes.
It's not about that. The English language delineates he, she, and if I can't tell, I will say they. Like
The
if
I'll
I
say
can't
language
tell.
changes. The language
It's true.
changes as
Language
it goes
does
on
change
and it
as it
evolves.
goes. But did you see how many options were listed on that page? How the
I sure
fuck
did.
can anybody figure that out?
Aren't there 70 pronouns or something like that? There's like 72
It's
actual
No, that's
So
genders.
70 genders or whatever.
Genders.
Fuck right off.
Yep.
Just
I thought you said
fuck right
opinions.
off.
Actually, that's a
70
gender
opinions.
too, Lori. 71.
Ooh,
71.
can I
Buttholes.
be that one?
Yeah.
Fuck right off. That
Yeah,
would definitely
that's-
be my gender.
No, I just.
Also, mind your business. That would be my
that's a good
gender.
gender.
My
too.
Joes.
Yeah. It's just
Mind
again
your
though.
business.
Listen, if Marie said, "Well, what if you're transitioning to a female by appearance only?" Okay, well, don't you now want to be recognized as a she? Then is that because that's your goal? Your goal is to be a
Or
woman.
you just want to be confusing and make everyone around you
Maybe
jump through hoops.
maybe you're not comfortable yet because you haven't you do want to do this, you feel this way, but it's hard to accept it because your family doesn't accept it, society doesn't accept it, so you're
Well, then
trying to
why
you're
something like
confused
that?
themselves.
Okay, wait,
They're
wait,
confused
but-
themselves.
But
Why do I have to cater what I say to you? Like,
Okay.
just let it be.
that's
Just
another thing. Okay,
fucking deal
you're-
with it.
You're confused as somebody that's trying to, transition or whatever it is you're trying to do. But you're showing us that you're now, oh, hey, I knew you was Greg. Now you're Tiffany.
Oh, don't say Greg. Out of all the names, you said Greg.
I don't know
What's
why.
wrong with Greg?
That's
What's wrong
something.
with
Yeah, who's
He's
Greg?
not Lafayette. He's not Lafayette.
Who the hell
Wait,
is
Lafayette,
Greg?
I have a question. Lafayette, you're getting jealous? Are you getting jealous? Oh my
No,
god, that's so
no.
cute.
I think it's weird.
Wait.
How it like
Lafayette,
triggered
how
you.
tall are you? I have a question for you. How tall are you?
5'11".
How tall are you, Carlos?
I'm 6'2".
Oh, okay. Just wondering. How much
question.
do you weigh? How much do you weigh?
Who?
Lafayette.
Oh.
That's a rude question.
That's a rude. Zay.
I've never no okay, so when I met Johnny, I was not expecting to meet Johnny the way that I did. I was like, okay, first of all, Carlos saw me. I was really fat. He's never seen me like that. I did not expect Johnny to be as big as he is. And so I'm just
Hey.
wondering, I've never seen Laura in
Hey.
person and I've never
Hey.
seen Lafayette in
I'm
person.
fat, okay? I hide it well, but I'm fat. So don't ever be surprised. I never want to be a
No.
topic of conversation and she's fatter than I thought she was.
I'm just
Let's
trying to
just
wonder.
set the
I'm
bar.
wondering,
She's fat, okay?
but you've been losing weight, right?
I have, but not enough to not be fat. I'm still fat.
Okay, but
Well-
but Laura, when you transition to Larry, should I call you he or she?
I'm called Mind Your Business because I am also going to share a screen again. Is anybody familiar?
What if you were Larry? I would.
This
Wait.
coin.
What is
Anybody
that?
familiar?
Oh
My
yeah,
toes.
This
Mind
Wait, what does it
your
say?
business.
It says
1787.
Mind your
Mind your
business.
business.
This is one of the first currencies of the United States.
It meant
and not mind your own
it meant to
business.
mind it.
That's not.
like
It's
to
means
like to mind your business, like grow your business, like
Yes,
mind, like
That's
what it meant.
exactly what it meant. But to
Oh
me,
my god, that's funny.
mind your business. Like literally, like you worry about you. Do not worry about anybody else.
Oh, here you go, Laura. Just to show you that it's real.
Are you
Yeah,
trying to
but-
tell me to mind my own business so I don't know
There you
what
go.
Lafayette looks like?
This thing-
Yeah, Zay. I don't know.
Well, there you
Carlos
go.
is
It's
showing us
real.
something now. It's basically showing me all these different.
You need to block this out. Just for,
Long story
like,
short,
I'm,
a
I'm
lot
in
of
HR. You need
as
to
an
block
HR
this
person,
URL
yeah, you can't be
out.
showing this on screen.
No,
Um,
the URL. Oh,
Yeah.
nah,
You
whatever.
need to- yeah.
Long story short, a lot of genders to choose from. So pick one wisely. Makes your choices, and
I'll blur it out just for you.
once you
There
pick
you go.
one, Do
I'm
not
looking
go
out for
back.
you, sir.
Okay, don't go back on the one you picked.
Why? Why
Stick
can't you
to
go
it.
back?
First of all,
We can't hear anything you're
Laura's
saying.
so loud right now that she's so like
I'm
upset.
so high pitched.
Anyway,
I said-
yeah, go
Goddamn
ahead, Laura.
dog
I
Because
wanna
outside.
there
hear
are
what you say.
people.
Say it in
What
regular
about
voice.
detransitioners?
That's different. Again, once they pick their final
Are those the
transition,
he-she's?
once they pick their final
Or
Pokemon
the
status,
she's.
okay, once they final to the final Pokemon, that's what they are. Then that's it, right? Or can they go
This
back?
made me spit take all over my keyboard again for like the third time tonight.
Pokemon. Anyway, there you go. Eminem album came out this past week, and he offends everyone. So go check that out. The Death of Slim Shady.
Woo!
He offends blind people. He defends midgets. He offends
Who
trans.
cares?
He offends what do you call
He's
it?
doing it for
Christopher
attention.
Reeves?
He's just doing for
Christopher
attention.
Reeves.
He's doing it for attention? How about
Well,
everybody who
Christopher
ever mentions
Reeves, that's
his
a
name
pretty
is doing it for
far
attention.
callback, man.
Oh yeah,
What
it's
do you
funny
mean?
What
as
did you say
shit.
about Christopher Reeves? That's like 20 years ago.
Oh, he hates Christopher Reeves.
Why?
Yeah, I think I remember him talking about him in like
Why?
the first or
It's a,
second
it's
album.
just
I
a-
don't
it's
remember
just
which
a-
one.
It's just a joke. It's a,
Something like
Shit.
Christopher Reeves.
Exactly.
yeah. There you go. Just like that. He said his name.
I got the cadence right.
Not at all.
Yes.
Anyway,
absolutely.
it's a long running joke where Christopher Reeves, you're not Superman. You're in a wheelchair. You know, that's
Ha
like
ha.
yeah, it's a running joke. But you got to hear it. Basically, the album is Eminem and Slim Shady going at it, and Eminem saying, "Why the hell are you so mean to people?" and Slim Shady saying, "Shut the hell up, retard." And then they go at it like the whole album until one of them dies. It's the death of Slim Shady. So there you go. So it's a concept album. So Slim Shady is the one that's throwing jabs at everyone, and
He
Eminem's trying to,
stole
A construct album.
he stole that idea from DPR Ian because DPR Ian has a few like personalities and he uses his personalities to make concept albums and whole stories. He stole that shit from DPR Ian.
I mean, Slim Shady's
Who's
been
that?
his character forever.
Oh,
I don't know what to tell
Art
you.
But
isn't stolen. It's like such a Zeke guys thing. Like it's not a very original idea.
somebody's-
Or
I'm
like
pretty sure. Yeah,
like
know.
the idea of there's multiple personalities. Like that,
yeah.
you
That's
know
not
what I mean?
original.
Like that's not
Like the
really
idea
like
that
a
we're the only
stealing.
podcast available.
Yeah, like the idea
Yeah.
that The Watchers was a
we
good movie.
are.
Yeah, what
That'd
is
be
that
on-
other podcast? The one that we stole the logo from. What's
Oh.
the name of that one?
Nerd Society? No,
Salty
No.
nerds.
Salty
Salty Nerds.
Nerds.
Wait, is that
Salty
true?
Nerds.
Yeah. Well, not
apparently
that we
stole their
stole it,
logo.
but we have a very
Yeah.
Wait,
similar logo.
Tell me.
It's,
what happened with
we
that?
You're
already
gonna have to
have
go back
and
episodes
listen to the
to talk
show.
about
Did
it.
they?
Listen,
Oh,
long
But
story
I'm
short.
just saying, nerds sitting around and talking about something is not like a stealing concept. Like
No.
it's just.
And we may have been the
thing.
first, but there have been many imitators. Correct, Laura. Correct.
There you go. Many imitators.
Correct.
Exactly.
Correct. And quick story. Carlos hired somebody to make our logo. Apparently, that guy just went online and copied somebody else's logo. That's pretty
Oh
much
my god! I hope you
And made it
slapped
look
the shit
better.
out of him,
Made it
like-
look better.
it.
like
He made it
slapped
look
him right
much
on the table.
better, but he just copied their logo.
Yeah.
That's all.
That I don't care. I don't. That okay. That's like legit copying. It's not like borrowing ideas or like what do you call that when you put things together
But
or
since you
whatever.
missed
Like, when you
out-
steal
need to be
someone's fucking.
quiet. I
Hey,
think
hey.
you need to be quiet for legal reasons. We don't.
Hey,
wanna
since,
end
but
up in
since you missed
litigation.
out,
me?
Marie, since you
Yeah.
missed out, they were on our
Oh,
show.
I'm just
They were on our show.
Yeah,
You're
they
on
Oh.
were
our
fun.
show.
Yeah, we
They're
had fun
nice.
with them. Like we
Wait,
just-
and so
yeah,
did they say anything to you? They were
Yeah,
like,
they thought it was
"Oh."
funny. They thought it was
Oh,
hilarious.
it was
They
funny.
thought
We
the
had
whole
like a
story
whole
was
Twitter war. It was
Yeah,
funny.
we didn't have a Twitter war. Their fans were talking shit about us because again,
I love it.
most sincerest flattery or something. I don't know.
Yeah, something. Like that.
Fandoms. You guys have
Anyway,
fandoms.
that's our
How
show,
cute.
everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, stay safe out there, and watch what you say to a Zed, a Zer.
A she, her.
Excuse me, sir.
Wait, wasn't
Germans.
wasn't he the
Zerg?
bad guy in Lightyear?
Zerg.
Zerg. That's right. That's my pronoun, Zerg.
Well, Zim.
Oh, Zim. That's right.
Vader's in.
Zim.
Yeah.
Vader Zim. Yeah. Good one. All right.
I'm
well,
just gonna
that's
start
all we
making
have.
up pronouns. That's all.
Just cartoons. That sounds like what we're doing.
No,
We're
just
saying
throwing a couple letters together, and that's a new pronoun. Call me Quiggly Butt.
You
balls,
quickly
balls,
butt.
balls.
And then
balls.
Laura's
That's
balls,
my
balls,
pronouns.
balls. Marie, what's yours?
Balls.
Sha sha.
Sha
Sha
sha.
sha.
I like it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I like
Mine's Bingo Bongo. So there we go. That's a show, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to Nerds Talking the Podcast, or as we are now known, Zers Talking. And that's our show. So for Laura,
Goodbye.
for Marie,
Bye.
for Carlos.
Bye bye.
And I'm Lafayette. Catch you next time on Nerds Talking the Podcast.